Today, we are digging into the story of the world's very first writing system. It's called cuneiform, and it's not just a bunch of ancient scratches on clay. It's the invention that literally changed the course of human history. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. Before writing, if you made a promise, there was no contract. If a king made a law, there was no law book. Everything, every single deal, every rule, every story, it all had to be held in someone's memory. And as cities got bigger and trade got more complicated, well, human memory just wasn't enough. They needed a better system, a new technology to keep track of it all. Okay, so let's get into how they solved this. The first step wasn't a pen or paper, but these little clay shapes called tokens. It was pretty simple, really. If you were a farmer and you owed the temple, say, 3 sheep, you'd hand over 3 little sheep-shaped tokens. It was a physical, super easy to understand way of keeping records. But how do you get from a handful of clay tokens to a full-blown rating system? Well, it didn't happen overnight. It was a series of really, really clever step-by-step innovations. It's a fantastic story of problem-solving. So check this out. First, to make a deal secure, they'd seal the tokens inside a hollow clay ball, kind of like an ancient envelope. But then, how do you remember what's inside without smashing it open? Simple. They pressed the tokens onto the outside of the ball before it dried. And that led to this huge aha moment. If the marks on the outside show what's inside, why do you even need the tokens at all? So they got rid of the ball, started using simple flat clay tablets with just the marks, and boom, you've got the world's first written document. Now, to make these marks, scribes used a special tool called a stylus. It wasn't anything fancy, usually just a reed from the riverbank, sharpened to a point. And they would press this tip into soft, wet clay tablets. It's the shape of that stylus tip that created these distinctive wedge-shaped marks, which is actually what cuneiform means, wedge-shaped. And what you're seeing here shows a really crucial evolution, and it's all about one thing, speed. At first, to write barley, you'd have to carefully draw a little picture of a barley stalk. But that's super slow, right? Scribes figured out pretty quickly it was much faster to just use the stylus to make a few quick wedge-shaped jabs in the clay. The symbol on the right doesn't look like barley anymore, but it's a faster, more efficient code that every scribe understood. So up to this point, writing was all about representing things. A symbol meant a sheep or a jar of oil. But the next step? Wow, it was a quantum leap forward. This is where they figured out how to write down sounds. This massive breakthrough is called the rebus principle. And this is the moment writing went from just listing things to expressing actual thoughts. The huge idea was that a symbol no longer had to represent an object. It could represent a sound. This was the key that unlocked absolutely everything. For the first time, you could write down things you can't draw, like a person's name, or really complex ideas like belief or honor. Here's a really simple way to think about it, kind of like a modern emoji puzzle. You use pictures of things to represent their sounds. A picture of an I can stand for the sound I. A picture of a bee for the sound B. A leaf for the sound leave. Put them all together and suddenly you can write a totally abstract idea like I believe. It's a puzzle made of sounds. And this one innovation transformed writing from a simple accounting tool into a powerful system that could capture all the complexity of spoken language. Now, learning this new technology wasn't easy. Not at all. Students went to a special school called an ediba, and they spent years memorizing hundreds and hundreds of signs. The training was intense, and the teachers were famously strict. But if you graduated, you were basically set for life. Scribes were the experts, the tech gurus of their day, and they held powerful positions throughout society. So with this powerful new technology and a whole class of experts who could use it, Mesopotamian civilization was completely transformed. Writing didn't just change accounting, it built a whole new world. For rulers, writing was the ultimate tool of power. Kings could now issue a single set of laws, like the Code of Hammurabi, for their entire kingdom, making sure everyone was judged by the same standard. Their officials could accurately track taxes, conduct a census to count their people, and send written orders across hundreds of miles. It was basically the operating system for building the world's first empire. But it wasn't just about laws and taxes. For the very first time, humanity's greatest stories could be written down and preserved. Think about the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest works of literature in the world. It was passed down orally for who knows how many generations before it was finally carved into those clay tablets, saving it for all time. So what did they write about most? Well, while the poems and the laws are incredible, The vast majority of the 500,000 cuneiform tablets we found are, well, they're business records, contracts, receipts, shipping lists. This just goes to show you that at its heart, writing was the engine of the economy, allowing for complex trade over huge distances. And writing also fueled these incredible advances in science and math. They developed a number system based on the number 60, and we literally still use it every single day. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and 360 degrees in a circle. They also created detailed astronomical records and lists of medical treatments, laying the groundwork for so much future scientific discovery. Cuneiform dominated the ancient world for millennia, but like all technologies, its time eventually came to an end. This final part of the story is pretty amazing. It's about how this incredible script was lost and then found again. First, let's just stop and appreciate its incredible longevity. Cuneiform was the world's primary writing system for 3,000 years. That is an astonishingly long time, far, far longer than our modern alphabet has even been around. It was used by multiple civilizations, from the Sumerians to the Babylonians and the Assyrians. So why did it disappear? Well, because a simpler, more efficient technology came along. Think about it. Cuneiform required you to memorize hundreds of complex signs. But new alphabetic systems, like the one developed by the Phoenicians, had fewer than 30 simple letters. They were so much easier to learn, and suddenly writing became accessible to way more people than just a small group of elite scribes. The last known cuneiform tablet was written around the 1st century AD, and then silence. For nearly 2,000 years, the knowledge was completely lost. The hundreds of thousands of tablets buried in the ground were totally unreadable. It wasn't until the 1800s that these brilliant and determined scholars finally cracked the code, and the ancient voices of kings, merchants, poets, and students could finally speak to us again. You know, the story of cuneiform is a powerful reminder. Their records, baked into durable clay, lasted for thousands of years, and yet the knowledge to read them was still lost. It really makes you wonder, right? Our own records are stored on fragile servers and in ever-changing digital formats. How will they survive? And if future historians do manage to crack the code of our time, what secrets about our world will they unlock?